Hey, everybody. Welcome to Live App Review episode 28. Today, we're here with Vadim. He's over here for me. Don't know if he's over there for you. So he's going to show us a really cool authentication tool that you can run where you can connect regular kind of OAuth accounts with near accounts. So take it away, Vadim.
Yeah, hey, so it's very better version of this app, and I didn't prepare this presentation a lot, but I have some nice schema. At least I will show you this. So idea is very important. We want to create a link, like a connection, like a bridge between social networks, this unbalanced amount of social graphs through Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, wherever. And we want to create a connection with blockchain accounts. So for what reason how we want to do it, I will share my presentation now. Okay, I will share the whole screen. So for example, if we want to create any on-chain profile catalog, or we want to send a message to account owner. Yeah, so we, for example, one great developer created an app we like, and we want to ask him to hire him. Yeah, and if he connected his account on the blockchain with his email, we can just send him an email, or we can send him tokens, or we can create a drop to all contributors of our GitHub, or to all followers of our Twitter, whatever. So as soon we can prove ownership of social account on chain in the centralized manner with this near OS. So this is the schema how it works. I will present it for you. So for the beginning, we have just a blockchain user. We don't know anything about him, just a public key with some name. And he wants to create a connection, say, with his email. He is sending his email to our application server. Application server creates a pair of keys, public key and private key. So it's not this key what we is using to sign the transaction in your just any other cryptography keys. And on next step, application server whitelist public key on a blockchain. So we need this step just to protect server from, so user hacker will not be available to avoid check from the server in this case. So we whitelist key. Then we send this key back to user, and this user is able to send now request, and he can tell, okay, I am user.name, and this is my email, and I want to store it on chain. He created this request, and application server checking if request came, and it sends private key. In our case, it sends it to the email, or it can send it to, I don't know, to Telegram or whatever. He sent just a normal email in our case, and the user is able to request this email, take back his private key because he's owner of this email. Yeah, this is a way how he can prove that he is owner of this handler. And now he can create a method confirm auth, and he on this step blockchain now starts to store this email related to his account. It removes all this request data, and since that moment we know this user that he has this public key, so his account related to some email in our case. So we can do this in decentralized manner, because in this realization our trusted server, which is necessarily evil, but it doesn't have access to create contact on behalf of user, or confirm any contact, or remove any contact. All those three steps are available only by user. And if somebody will hack the server, the only ability he will get is to stop new requests. So you will just it will block to inserting new requests if somebody will hack this server. Nothing else. So it's like a blockchain application, just with one with one additional step to prove ownership of account with these private keys. And we have this storage model to prevent spam, because okay, it's necessary. Okay, and I will show you the beta version of this. It works on a testnet. So for the beginning, I have to put some deposit, storage deposit, I put that I put minimum amount of 0.1 NIR to create a key. So it's just like a, I don't know how to call it. It's not like normal deposit. So you will not create millions of different requests and store some random keys in the state of the blockchain. So on this case, on this stage, I will just store deposits here in our application. And since that moment, I will be able now to, for example, let me connect email to my account. I will send email vadim.near.org. Okay, I can show from here is from my Insomnia. So for now, this is the state of my contract. We don't have any contacts here. It's empty, brand new. I just removed all I had before. And I don't have any whitelist keys. Okay, actually, maybe it's very deep. So, okay, we don't have anything now. And I'm sending requests to create a connection between my blockchain account and my email in this case. So what I did now, server already made this key pair. It already whitelisted a key on behalf of my account. And now on this stage, I confirm that I want to use this key, which was just created for me from server. And I want to provide my email with this value. Okay, this is my email. I agree that I want to create this connection. Now server found request and it says, check your email. It's already send me an email. So I'm coming to my folder. This is the email which I just got, you see, 0 minutes ago with the link and with the key. With this key, I will be able to confirm this request. So request found, and now I will have to confirm it again. So why is this step is needed? Because if somebody will, for example, send email to account which doesn't belong to him, and this guy will accidentally click and go immediately confirm, we don't want this situation. Yeah. So this guy, instead of just clicking, have to obtain access to the same blockchain account. So it will be very difficult to do it randomly, accidentally. So, but in our case, we will just create another one another one transaction. And on this stage, we remove all keys from the contract, and now we have this connection between our accounts. So what I can check now from the blockchain state and see that now we have this account. So my account Grand Testnet have this. If you want, you can check how storage keys are populating and clearing. Okay, it's just a bit boring, but I show all the process on this schema. Okay, what else can we do? For example, let me show you another one application which is using this near auth is near social drops. I have something here. For example, I'm a guy and I want to create a giveaway for contributors of repository. So I have this near API server, and I want, let's say I want to send 10 nears to every contributor of this, which is Josh, which is one guy from, okay, just one brave contributor, and myself. I will name it thank you guys, and I will create this drop. So for this moment, we just show that we want to create a drop for these 3 GitHub accounts, and everybody will get 10 nears. So I am sending 13 nears here. Are you here, Matt?
Yes, I am here.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So thank you, guys. And you see, now we have three lines to claim the token, but there is no any GitHub account already linked his account to the blockchain. Let's do one connection now. I will come back here. I will want to, I want to connect. Okay, let me check. I think it doesn't allow me because I spent some storage. Okay, I will store it. I will deposit something more. I will fix this. I hope this is the reason. Actually, I played with these settings. Okay, now we can now create new link with GitHub. Okay, I increase my storage. Actually, I can easily withdraw it if I don't need it. Okay, take it back to my account. Okay, now I will sign with GitHub. It's normal GitHub OAuth procedure. I authorize my account. It grabs my application, my request, and I have to, it's the same way, but instead of email, I will sign with my GitHub. I said, I am Grant Testnet. This is my GitHub. Go on. Request found. And in this case, I am just sending email I'm taking email from the profile of account, and I'm sending. I will stop share for now because this is my private email. There are a lot of random stuff here. So I will just confirm now from the browser this link. So it's the same link actually, the whole screen. So I just clicked on email from my email, link from my email. Again, just a private key. I confirm, and the same procedure. And now I know this contract knows that I'm an owner of this GitHub account. So if I will come back to my near drops and I will refresh the page, my near drop contract will check near auth contract, and it will understand that I am Grant Testnet, is owner of this Zavadil GitHub. So it gives me chance to claim now token, and I can easily claim it and just grab something. So if you remember on the first stage, we didn't have this link between. Now we have it. So now I claimed, it's already claimed, and I can check through the block explorer that I just claimed some tokens, which are 10 tokens, yeah, transferred. So Matt, do you like this?
I like it a lot.
What do you think?
I think it's really cool, and it's pretty flexible. Yeah, one thing that I think would be really exciting for something like this would be the ability to have like a back-end server automatically create these drops for people's social handles, right? Like, so for example, if
I have this.
yeah. No, so I mean automatically based on just I haven't finished the idea. Automatically based on, for example, you know how like people do these Twitter drops, like where it says like, if you retweet this and then you come to my page and you paste in a link of your tweet, then it automatically creates like a little drop for that Twitter user. That would be really cool.
I made something similar. Okay, it doesn't have interface for now, but
well, yeah, you need to read. You'd need to like read the tweet and like, you know, make sure it's like a valid tweet and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, I like this. Yeah, this one's cool.
So, okay, what I want to show now probably is something related with your idea. So this is, if you can see now, because this is just, I refresh the page for now. And as you can see now over my Zavadil GitHub, it shows that I can make a tip to Grant Testnet. So it knows that my GitHub account connected to this blockchain account. And I know it from the newer extension I made just for the purpose of to demonstrate this idea. So this is just a very simple code. I am checking through REST API from our previous live app review. I'm just checking context from the auth. I'm checking who are these lucky GitHub users, and I just grab them and replace HTML code on the page. And if I will click here, I will be able to tip just some amount of tokens just to social handler. On this stage, I don't check if this social handler already connected to any blockchain account. It just sends to anybody who will come back and claim it. So yeah, it's a bit different what you said, but on this stage, I can just send some tokens. You see, we don't specify any new account here. It just said I want to send some tips just to this GitHub user, and if I will send this. So it works. I think on this stage I have two modes here. I think on this stage I will just receive these tokens to my account because blockchain knows that this grant testnet has access to this GitHub account. But in case if it doesn't know, I can send some tips from the Insomnia. Say, for example, I can just tip to any unknown account. Yeah, I can tip this contact. What? Okay, probably not a tip. Just a tip. Yeah, just a tip. For example, just unknown. So it sent a tip, and now I can check what tips are available for unknown accounts. And you see, now we have this. I just created this tip right now. So as soon as somebody with this email will connect his account to his near account, he will be able to claim it just through the method. He will just put his contact here and he will claim it. So it should be.
I got it. Fun. Yeah. I understand how that works. That's a really cool way. That's a really cool way to put some near in someone's account and then tell them that they have to come. They have to come and get it by basically connecting a near account with some email address or something else. I think one thing that we should consider just for like a future kind of iteration is how do we so first of all, that user of that email address, they have to now set up a near account, right? And then they have to go call your contract. So I'm wondering, how do we get them to just have a near account and then claim their reward? So
we can do it through the log drop for now, because I already did it for the test for the tip bot. If you got tips, you can just create a log drop link. Okay, it's a different.
Sorry, a what drop link?
Link drop.
Link drop.
If I'm not wrong, yeah, link drop. So it will just create a link drop. Okay, it's not exactly this case, because in this case we have to prove that we have access to this, say, email account.
Yeah.
But if what I made in Telegram, if somebody will send you tips through the Telegram bot, and you can prove through Telegram that you are owner of this Telegram account and means you are receiver of this tip, you can claim a near account with all this tip, just issuing a link drop. Okay.
I like this. I like this kind of stuff. Like what I'm exactly imagining is this. So like, I put out a tweet and it says, the first 1,000 people to retweet this will get a near account. So and I'll fund it. So I'll fund 1,000 near accounts. For the first 1,000 people that retweet this. So they'll be able to create their own near name and whatnot, right? So what they do is, how do I check that they actually retweeted it and then give them the link? Like I have to actually put them through the process of checking the tweet and then giving them either a link drop, or I actually just have a website that basically just says, what's the near name you want? Okay, here's your near name and here's your seed phrase. Goodbye. So we need, I think we need onboarding viral kind of onboarding like that. The other one, The other one is, imagine that they already have a Near account and you just want to drop them like an NFT for doing some work. So what you have to do is you kind of have to take them to a page, then you have to generate a random string, and you have to put that random string into the contract. And so now you've used up like kind of, one of your 1,000, and then they have to put in their tweet. The tweet has to verify, and then it's claimed. Oh, and then that's when it uses up one of the 1,000. So they have to tweet with your unique code. So they come to a website, it makes a unique code, they tweet with the unique code, the message that you want them to tweet, that goes out to all of their followers, right? So it's like a marketing tool. Then they come back to the website, they say, look, I tweeted, here it is, whatever, or your server just goes and looks for the tweet, sees the unique code, and then it basically credits that person, and they've specified that this, their Near account is XYZ. What's actually cool is, Vadim, if they have one, they could get set up with a Near account, and if they have one, they can just get, some funds, some reward. If they don't have it, they can get a Near account. So let's say I told a bunch of people, I said, hey, if you retweet this, I'll give you 0.02 Near, which I think is enough to get somebody an account name. If they don't have a Near account, they'll have to write it in. And if they do have a Near account, they just get 0.02 Near, so they just get some amount of Near. And then that way I can put a Near amount limit on this and just let it go until all the Near is gone. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, those are just my ideas. Like, so it has to be like some super simple thing, like user goes to a website, there's a button that just says, or they fill in their Near account ID. If they don't have one, they type in one that they want. Then the big button says tweet this. When they do that, what happens is like 30 seconds after they hit that button and share that tweet, the server goes and looks for that tweet. And then if it finds it and connects it, then it connects it with the data, the record that it has. And then it basically goes and it funds the user's account. They now have a Near wallet. Maybe it like sends them a direct message on Twitter, says, hey, thanks for participating, something like that. Like just really,
I believe we can do it. Okay,
viral and annoying.
It's a bit more. I think this is very stricted hosted solution. So server will control everything. It can just send all money to one, I don't know, to admin account if you like. Yeah, because he will issue codes. It will check codes. So we can do it, but I guess this Near OAuth is a bit more generic solution, so we can create much more simple, much more strategies or flows using it. Now,
I get what you're saying. So what you're saying is, just to be really clear for everyone, what you're saying is that the way I described it as a tool, that if multiple users are going to the tool that I described and they're asking to run a Twitter campaign, since the backend server is the one checking the tweets and deciding where the funds go, it could just steal your funds. Like you could just walk away with your funds. Yeah, I understand that. I still think it's useful. It's a useful kind of idea, and in the sense that multiple different companies could actually deploy this themselves. And then if they deploy this themselves and they run their own backend, then they can actually use this as a marketing tool. So I was sort of more thinking like they own both parts of it, right? Like they own the contract.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Anyway, but those are just my ideas around like marketing campaign stuff.
Yeah, agree. We have to do it probably even on next live app review. We'll show how it works. And now when I switched off sharing, I just connected Telegram account with the same way. Just bot sent me a link and I clicked on it and I confirmed my Telegram account. But now with my Near extension, I have a second feature. For example, there is a Telegram comment widget. And here I can just write any text on behalf of my Telegram. And I loaded this page before I created a link to my Telegram, but now if I will refresh the page, I will see now my near account, like my near account wrote this application or wrote this comment, which is true. I wrote this. But for example, we can create these chats now. We don't need to store comments, all these messages on chain. But if we trust Telegram and if we trust this way of decentralized auth, then we can just tell that I am like on behalf of my near account, I just wrote this message, and actually we can use it in many places.
So what you're saying is that you're saying,
yeah. Thank you for
you're saying that using near auth, the tool that you built, we can use the Telegram messaging API to basically store the messages, but we can show that they came from an authenticated near account. So basically, this near account was connected to this Telegram account. The Telegram account is the one that is storing and sending the messages, but we can actually, trust because at some point it was signed by this near account.
Yeah. So again, the same very simple code using REST API. I just load the contacts, and wherever I find them on a widget, like here, I'm checking a widget from Telegram, and if I find it, I just run this little code and replace names. So it works very easily.
That's
very
great
simple
stuff. It's a lot of really valuable tooling and ways of kind of designing and architecting these things that I think a lot of partners are gonna find useful.
Yeah. So and
I've got to run in a bit, so I guess
I just want to tell that we can upload this to mainnet. We can remove access keys to this contract as soon as everybody will accept that it works fine. So and we can just leave it. It will be just like a brick. You can just add contacts there, and nobody will be able to remove on behalf of your. This storage deposit model will protect from spamming. So it can be just, if you remember, it was a concept like we can create something like a lips with near accounts. So every developer will be able to create its own lib library, upload it to the blockchain, and everybody will use his library, and he will gain some percentage, 30% of the gas. So I believe it can be one of these building blocks. For example, tipping applications can use this. I don't know. Actually, any application, for example, with my email, I also have this avatar, this little picture. Came from so we can just create a social okay, actually we can do anything here. We can easily create tips and messages and sending tokens and NFT and fungible tokens to Discord, to Twitch, whatever. So just have to
that's awesome.
A lot of connectors.
So what you're saying is like we can deploy this contract, remove all of the owner keys, and then at that point, it's going to be a completely trustless contract that anyone else could basically be creating their own client and server interactions to that contract. And then it just kind of runs from there and just keeps going.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I messed all my explanation, but I will leave GitHub comments and check the code. Probably it will be more clear than my explanation about it. But actually, I just made the last minute updates, so this is very fresh code.
I can tell you're excited. One of the things that you might want to look at, and I think just before we recorded, I was telling you about view calls, right? And so pulling a bunch of information, you're going to need to maybe have these view calls or view methods that have, like a starting index and a limit to them, because I can imagine if it's used as a library by a bunch of different developers, there's going to be a ton of contacts in there, potentially. I'm not sure how the data is structured, but
I have these limits. Actually, you have to go, bbecause before we expected that we will check the code. I have limits from index limit.
Good. Yeah. Then it truly
Eugene
will
teach me this. I think I even last year I started to use this from indexes.
Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. Then it should truly scale up then. So that's awesome. Great work, Vadim. I'm going to stop our recording now. So goodbye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you for watching. Yeah.